Hello, everyone. How are you today? Let me see. iPad storage is full. It's not the reason why you're not uploading. Earpiece, which I actually don't know where it is. I wonder if I took it. Earpiece. Let me see if I can find the earpiece. I'm back. Hello, everyone. How are you today? How are my fair weather friends from Spiritual Land? Hi. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Not safe. Sharon Nicholson, why are you not safe? Help us. Help us understand what's going on. Love you, Tracy from Arizona. Hello, beloved. One of my favorite words is beloved. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Bettina and Tina and Cher. I'm currently at work in a nursing home. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would be so happy to hear from some people in some nursing homes as to what is going on. I would be so happy. So email me. Go to Traceybrownlive.com and then the email address is there. 16 p.m. here in the UK. Hi, UK. Email me. UK, do you guys have nursing homes like America does? Do you guys have nursing homes? Tracy, I meant to say the nursing homes are not safe. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that. Yes. I really want to hear from you guys. You know, I heard from some people lately, and we in the dark go to Tracy. What do you mean you're in the dark? Alyssa, what do you mean you're in the dark? Wait, you all can't see me? That's what you're saying? Speak English. Can you see me? Periscope is loading? Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why. It's on two different channels. That's why. Don't leave just yet. Did it change? I just kicked y'all out of my iPad. It was on my iPad. No, didn't change. Hold on. It hasn't changed. All right. That might have been my fault. You know how I always like, it has not changed. Okay. Let me kick y'all out, and then y'all come back in, okay? I'm so sorry. Now when I go back in, it's not going to load. I already know it. Is that better? That better? Hi. Oh, we see you. Okay, good. So, we're talking about nursing homes, and YouTube was telling me how they are not safe, right? And what does that mean, right? Because what we're discovering. Hi, YouTube. Welcome 41143. I hate when people have secret numbers. I'm never sure who the secret. Why so secret? Um. Hi y'all. Hi C Harmon. Hi Yana Do. Hi everyone. Look at y'all. Look at all y'all. All y'all. Because I'm never sure how. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh, my hair is in my face today. Okay, let's get this party started. Okay, just waiting for YouTube to come on. Periscope to come on. So YouTube, come back to me. Y'all are telling me that it is not safe. Nursing homes, yes, it is not safe. The nursing homes. I believe you. I was asking the UK if they had nursing homes. Do you guys have nursing homes over there? Hello, Tracy. How are you and your sister? My sister's doing fine, and I'm fine too. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Do you guys have nursing homes over there? Good morning, everyone. Says Reese. Good morning, Reese. Yes, the UK does, Tracy. Oh, okay. You guys do have nursing homes over there. All right. Just checking. Well, my sister has been in nursing homes, so I do have some firsthand accounts about nursing homes. She should never have been in a nursing home because she's mentally challenged. And nursing homes are not meant for the mentally challenged. Nursing homes are meant to be in group homes. But because she had been mismanaged in the valley, um, she was bounced around from nursing home to nursing home. And one of the things that got us into trouble with nursing homes is that I insisted that she leave the valley and come to LA. So when she wound up in Glendora Hospital on a psych ward, um, it's at that point that I was able, and Glendora is like practically inland empire. It's almost an inland empire if anybody knows California, but it's a reach. So to go from the valley to the inland, and it's a reach. And when she wound up there, it was at that time that I got her transferred to. She wound up at West Covina. That's what it was. She wound up in a town called West Covina. And it was at West Covina that I discovered that nursing homes are terrible, terrible people. They're terrible. And I have found them to be racist, but that's just me. Um, and and for some reason, I don't know why they didn't want my sister there because she was a vegetable at the time when she went there. She couldn't speak, couldn't walk, was in a fetal position. When she first got there. When she first got there, um, and she's a tall girl. Like Tony's like 5'10", 5'11". She's tall. When she first got there, I didn't know this. That they called me and they said she's in this particular nursing home in West Covina. And it was in the middle of the night. And I said, and I knew she was transferring, but it was in the middle of the night. And I don't know if I couldn't visit her right away or I had to visit her the next day. I think I had work the next day, and so I went to visit her the day after. And when I got there, they had put her on the floor on a mattress. And I was like, and I'm real calm. Like, you guys don't understand me. I'm like real calm. There's two sides to me. Well, there's three. There's the goofy, there's the playful and funny, and then there's the one that's calm, but that's, again, I'm always about that fourth bitch. Like, the one that's calm, mm-mm. But of course, they don't know this, right? So I get there and I see Tony struggling to get up. She's struggling. And she's going, Seth. It was so sad. And I said, what is she doing on the bed? On the floor. And they were like, well, she keeps trying to get out of bed, and legally we can't restrain her. And I was like, oh. I was so confused. I'd never seen this before. I didn't know you could put someone on the floor. And so I just got on the floor with her to calm her down. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. Let's just calm down. And she did. She put her head on my shoulder and we talked. We both stayed on the floor and we talked. And then, being on the floor with her gave me a moment to think. And I was like, okay, Tracy, think. Like, what is going on here? And what can I do for my sister? Because I'm still not a conservator of her as of yet, right? I was like, what is going on here? What can I do for my sister? So I called the nursing staff in and I said, I need to speak to someone that's in charge. Because I can't leave until I have her in the bed. And in any case, I speak to the nursing staff, and now they know that, there's a problem with Tony, and the problem was me. And so I said to them, I was like, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay for her to be sleeping on the floor and struggling, because she knows it's not okay to be on the floor and struggling. And I hear you when you say she tries to get out of bed, like, I got you, but this is unacceptable. So you guys are going to have to figure out something better. And they did. They got Tony a 1-to-1, 24 hours, which worked. But then I just watched, it was at the same nursing home, and Tony got better, progressively better. And I used to do my readings out of the nursing home. This is when I started transitioning out of working at the store, because I just couldn't be there. I couldn't trust the people. And so, thank God for the store that I worked with. They were like, do whatever it takes, and we'll just transfer the calls to you. And I was like, oh my God, that works. And this started my business, actually. Tony started my business. Tony taught me how to work and take care of her, because that was the whole deal. And so I would just work out of the nursing home while she was quasi vegetable. Now she's sitting up. And this went on for months. Like, half of y'all didn't know. Some of y'all I did tell. I was like, listen, I'm in my sister's hospital bed. Some of y'all didn't know, and no one ever cared. And this went on for months, until Tony got much, much better. 3, 4, 5, 6. But the thing about Tony getting better, 7, 8, is that she has my personality. So you can't fuck with her. Like, you can't say things around her. She picks up shit. Can't fuck with her. And so as she got better, I would presume she was hearing things that she didn't like, right? And so she would get spicy with everyone. And I'd be like, Tony, relax. Stop getting spicy. Tony, relax. Shut up. Tony, relax. Not realizing that she's like, sis, this place is fucked up. And one day they called now they're trying to get rid of her. I'm sorry if I'm going really slow, but it's just recall memory, right? So one day they tried to get rid of her while I was there. And I can't remember what happened, but, but they called in their own EKG person. And they're like, I think I was more of a problem for my sister as well because I was there all the time. So if they wanted to do things, they couldn't do things. Like, I'm not really sure what went wrong. And they called it their EKG person. They said, we think we have a problem with your sister and we think it's her heart. And I was like, well, that's really weird because she's never really had problems with her heart. And but I have to believe because it's medical. And it was like, yeah, we get it, but we're going to call in someone. And the EKG person comes in and he does this EKG on her and he says she's having a heart attack. And I was like, she's having a heart attack. I was like, she's having a heart attack now? And they're like, yeah, we got to get her to the hospital. Because I realize now the trick was to get her out, right? But in order to get her to the hospital, they had to call the fire department, right? And so the fire department came. And boy, these sexy dudes came in. I was watching them. Love the firemen, right? And they came in with their gear and they're hooking her up and and they're doing their thing. And they go, what's the problem here? And they're yelling at the nurses after they did the EKG. They're like, what's the problem here? And they're like, oh, we did EKG. And, they're very passive now. They're sitting back now. And I'm watching all of this go down. And I'm like, what the fuck why are they yelling at the nurses? If Tony's having a heart attack, let's get this moving. But FDNY is not, FDLA? No, but it would have been West Covina. Doesn't really matter. The fire department's not budging. And I was like, why are they not budging? This girl's having a heart attack. So, okay, doesn't matter. And so they were like, can we talk to you? And I was like, what is going on? And they're like, she's not having a heart attack. And they're like, we see this all the time in nursing homes. Now, we don't know why they're claiming she has a heart attack, but she's not having a heart attack. And I was like, really? So we go back in the room and almost like on code, like on cue, they're like, so we don't see a medical issue here. And they're looking at me and they're like, do you want to transport her? And I looked at the nurses and I said, no, not at all. Because now I know there's a big problem. I was like, no, don't transport her. And so I went back to administration. I was like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. In any case, I go home, and a week later, early in the morning, they tell me Tony's in some crisis. Now, by this time, Tony's walking, she's talking, she's doing much better, she can speak up for herself, and she took a dive. So, I don't have a car at this time. I Uber over there, and Tony's in full crisis. I've never seen anything like this. Full crisis. Back on the floor, struggling to speak. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I said, what happened? It was a nightmare. In any case, I decided to tape it. And I have the tape to this day. I have the tape where they fucking took my sister down. Where they gave us some motherfucking medicine and took her down. Because they wanted her to fuck up out of there. For whatever reason. I can't remember anymore because it's going on years now. But it was terrible what that nursing community tried to do to my sister. All right? It was terrible. And so they said, now they don't want to call FDNY, right? They don't want to call FDNY. And they're like, we're going to transfer her to a hospital bed. We just have to wait for the bed to open. And I was like, well, how long is that going to be? Because now I know sis got to get up out of there because they're killing her at this point. They were literally trying to kill my sister by giving her some meds that debilitated her. It was just terrible. And I said, well, how long is that going to be? And they go, we're waiting for the hospital. And then I was like, well, why aren't you calling the fire department? And like, no, 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 we don't. Oh, you don't want to call the fire department all of a sudden? A week ago you did, but today you don't want to, and she has to go to the ER anyway. Like, what are you doing? And the one thing I know about the ER, once they have a critical case coming in, the more milder case gets pushed in the hallway. So I was like, you don't want to call the FDNY? So I called myself. And I explained, and the dispatcher could have fucked her up. Because she's like, you called a week ago? This was the dispatcher. You called a week ago, and there's a problem now? And I was like, you need to stop. And you need to do your job. And you need to bring the fire department here. And that's a period. In any case, that was one of many experiences I had. Because my sister bounced around from nursing home to nursing home. And that was one of many. Seriously. It was terrible. And now we hear in one hospital, I don't know where it was, where they had 68 bodies piling up because of the disease. Guys, you don't even understand how bad it was. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was terrible. All right, please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about nursing homes. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Nursing homes are under your guidance, Lord. Like, they take an oath. There are people there that take an oath. What is going on in nursing homes, Father God? Rehabilitation centers. What is going on? I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. Please give me the answers. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. I'm telling you, I bounced around from nursing home to nursing home, and it was a motherfucking nightmare. It's terrible. It's terrible. So, it's not a surprise to me that nursing homes are one of the worst places right now. It's not a surprise to me. Let me see what everybody's saying. Yes, sometimes they don't like dealing with residents that make them. I know! They don't like dealing with residents that make them work. I know. I know. I don't think that I know. I don't get the life of a nursing home uh, facility. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't like it. It's a real system going on there. I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot going on. I felt like it was racism, even, to be honest with you. Chemical restraints are definitely used. Benadryl is sometimes used to make disrupted patients sleep. Yes, yes, that's one of the rules that we have with my sister. That she is allowed to take Benadryl only if she spirals out, but she has to really spiral out. But with the proper management, with people that care, where she's at now, they've never had to give her Benadryl. It's management, and special needs people have a different sense of management. And the thing about special needs people, by the way, most of them are put on psychotropic meds. It's like a standard from the time they're children. They start them out on psychotropic meds. Like, it's terrible. And it doesn't mean that they are, it means that they do have destructive patterns. And most times, you just need a lot of discipline to work with special needs people. But the system has decided they're hard to work with, so they start them out on psychotropic meds and then discipline them. It's a nightmare. The system is a nightmare. But the nursing home system, oh my God, the stories I could tell you. I mean, only like the stories I could tell you. Stories. And then at some point, I had my son and his fiance at the time. I think she was his, no, fiance at the time, and myself. At some point, I was working too hard to monitor my sister, right? And so my son was being paid to take care of her, and his fiance at the time, who later became his wife. Special needs people know and feel that you don't care, and they will cut up. That was my sister. Oh, and then she has my personality. So just imagine my personality as a special needs person. Like, the problem. All right. And so my son and his wasn't his wife at the time. His fiance at the time relieved me of so much work. They just relieved me of so much work. I could pull out. I could just do my psychic job, and it was an amazing experience to have them do all of that for me. Um, but the things that they saw at the nursing facility for special needs people of like 100 was a lot. Was a lot there too. So just big facilities are just not good. My sister's in a 4-person home now, and she does still has some behaviors. So she is managed 2 by 2, 24 hours. Yeah, it's a lot. She's a lot, but she's on lockdown right now, and they're like, we've never seen her be so good to us. Like, oh, Tony, thank you. Thank you. No one can deal with you in the lockdowns. And she is just containing her personality, so she really could do it if she wants to. It's hilarious. All right, I digress. I just really want to tell you about one of my experience, which is probably one of the worst experience I ever had, dealing with a nursing home facility. And I kept getting caught out there because it kept saying I was not conservative. I was not conservative. I was not a conservator over her. And that made it uncomfortable because they actually go to Tony and say, hey, do you want to leave the facility? And if Tony said yes and signed an X or signed her name, like Charlie, the movie Charlie, signed her name, they have to listen to her. So I was literally going to the nursing homes at one point and go, Tony, stop empowering yourself. I love you and you should be empowered. Please do not empower yourself. If they ask you to do anything, Tony, make sure you come to me. Say, call my sister. Call my sister, okay? I'll do it. Call my sister. Okay, call my sister. Do you remember that, Tony? Tony goes, yes. Yes, sis, I call you. Yes, Tony. Are we good? Yes, sis, I call you. I'll come the next day. I was like, why are you signing papers? Didn't we have a conversation about this yesterday? She's like, I know, sis. I know. Tony, they're tricking you. Stop signing papers. It was funny and then mean and then I had to threaten everybody. Oh, just a nightmare. And then one nurse, I talk too much, but one nursing facility, I wanted to get her out of there so badly that a group home, I got hooked up at a group home in Los Angeles. And they were like, tell us about your sister. And I was like, she is amazing and she is calm and she is wonderful and she is sweet and adorable. Like, I lied to get her out the nursing home. But then I got caught in a lie. I don't even know how I got caught, but I got caught in a lie. Whatever. I'll do it again. I'll lie again for her. Whatever. All right, nursing homes. Are they good or are they bad? We already know they're bad, right? Let's do this anyway. Bare Essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. Bare Essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. Whenever I get this card or the truth card, they're liars. There's something about nursing homes that is hidden. You see how she's hiding behind that tree? See how she's hiding? Because she doesn't want to be exposed. That's the nursing home. See the fire brewing there? See the fire? That's Corona exposing the nursing homes. All right. Eternal dance movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. I really feel like they act like they are good, and presumably they can be. I'm not saying all nursing homes. I think that there's a cleanliness issue in the nursing home, though. Seems to be a cleanliness issue. Seems to be. Oh. They don't wash them often. That's what this is. They don't get washed often. They have a schedule for washing. They don't necessarily wash. One, and two, maybe not wash well. Especially, they don't especially wash people that cannot speak up for themselves. They'll people that can't speak up for themselves, or people that are too heavy to move, they don't wash them often. And that might have been part of what was spreading in the nursing homes, the dirt. Yeah, someone said nursing homes always smell like pee, and there is a distinct odor with nursing homes. And I think it's body odor, now that you mention it. Um, Positive news, positive outcome from the corona. There will be some changes. I remember with my sister in the last nursing home, I had a hard time getting them to wash her, and she could speak for herself. I had a hard time making sure her underwears were clean. So, yeah, I remember it now. It's all coming back to me, and just fighting them. Like, literally looking at her underwears at the end of the day and throwing them out because she was not clean. Um, she was not being clean. But then I don't see it because by the time I get there, she's fully dressed. And it's not until in this nursing home I could take her out. And it's not until we got back home and she would change into her pajamas and I would see her underwears were filthy. And then I would say, I don't understand why your underwears are this dirty. Um, and then I realized because her crotch wasn't clean. And so it just was a nightmare. I instructed my son and his wife that when they brought her back that they had to wash her. And it wasn't that they had to wash her at some point. The people that are supposed to be washing my sister needs to be washing her. And Tony likes to be bathed every night. And they had a system of bathing something like every other day or Tuesdays and Thursdays. It was a nightmare. I was like, who does that? I can't even. I'm starting to remember things and it's like bothering me. Moving on. Universe. There's universal problems with nursing homes, and there are going to be some sweeping changes. If not, many nursing homes will have to close. The health departments of all of these nursing homes are also not doing their job. I hate to say it, and I know health departments in Los Angeles are aggressive. They are aggressive. I've seen them be aggressive. I just think there's a different aggression that needs to come from the nursing uh, Department of Health. They're going to be defensive, like they're not doing anything wrong. They are money hungry. Nursing home facilities and rehab facilities are only about the money. And that's an administration issue. Who owns these nursing homes? Senior living homes, I have to include them because they're just running rampant. That disease is running rampant in senior living homes as well. But at least with senior living homes, at least you can testify. You will go in and clean the apartment, right? And those people can say, I need my apartment. So imagine somebody that is laid out and can't speak. Oh, you're saying they don't wash the people in senior living homes either? Oh my God. There you go. There you go. Disgusting. Yes, my last administration was ran by a young dude who didn't care. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm finding. And the Seven of Pentacles tells me this is hidden money. Lots of hidden money. Look at that. This is a plant. I don't know if you can see it. And underneath is soil, and underneath is money, money, money. And it's growing. Don't get it twisted. And all of these tentacles um, is all the different ways that they get money. So this is big business. So they're going to be defensive now or when it's over, because whatever this money grabbing shit is, they don't want it to leave. The administration does not want it to leave. So here's the thing, guys. I don't believe that most nursing homes, senior living facilities, rehab facilities are owned by the state. Hold on. Can recall something on Star said over the airways. Ugh. Corona's blowing their cover. Right. And I believe that they're owned by individuals. I don't believe that these places are um, owned by the city or the state. All right? And I think it's time for a big shakedown. I don't know if they're state ran in my state though. I think the state monitors them. All right? I know the last place my sister was at, that was a corporation. Multi-million dollar corporations. There you go. I can't speak on home health right now because most home health agencies are managed by a nurse, and usually a nurse and most likely a CNA. So I haven't heard anything about home health people. And usually most home health people, they're in their home and they're one to one. So I would think that would be a lot different, you know, in terms of how corona will spread. All right. In any case, let's finish this up because this is ridiculous. I think that they're owned by either privately owned people or corporations, but privately owned corporations. I think it's time to attack them. It's time to attack the administration, the highest people. Attack them. And when I mean attack, I mean protest, write letters, you know, get them shut down, whatever it takes. All right? Because the money that they're getting from the state, which is Medicare, Medi-Cal, whatever senior citizens get, that is big money. Yes, the age of the Aquarius, the great revealer. Yes. Well, I understand that home health and working with the families can be a whole nother drama. I'm just talking in terms of corona. Home health care work at senior living homes too. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm talking about senior living homes, rehab centers, and nursing homes. Those are privately owned corporations. and they need to be called under the wire. They need to go bankrupt. They need to get out of business. Oh wow, that's a good thing. That there's this thing. There's so many things that everyone doesn't know. When you go into nursing home, whatever monies that person gets in their retirement, all of that, all of that goes to the nursing home. But someone just said that when they expire, it used to still go to them, but now whatever's left goes to the family members. Long-term care facilities are ran by greedy people. Yes, yes. Um, I get a King of Swords here, so there is a man that is going to address the issue. Well, someone said, you can get burnt out, taking care of someone. Trust me, I've been there. My sister burned me the fuck out. Got it. I still wouldn't want her treated badly. I still put something in place so that I could take a break and enjoy my life and then come back and deal with her again. I still better not see anybody treating her badly. Yes, it's exhausting. It's exhausting taking care of an infant. It's exhausting taking care of the infant when the infant turns old. Same thing. It's exhausting. But is it right that and listen, no, it's not exhausting. No, get over yourselves. It's not exhausting. That's why they put them in a facility where there are 8-hour shifts and you break up the stuff and blah 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 blah. Fuck that. None of that is exhausting. You're getting paid for that shit. You're getting paid for that. I don't care if it is exhausting. It becomes a job. It's exhausting being a goddamn secretary. So, no, no. Find me no excuses for abuse. Zero. Zero. Because this is rampant. I got you. Workers don't need to work there then. You see how this works? She's like, you know, nursing homes make a lot of money. Right. And they don't pay their staff. Right. Don't work there. Do you know there was one nursing facility I was hearing last night that all the staff just stopped coming to work? Corona was running rampant so bad, the staff stopped coming to work. They had to send the armed guards in the state and close the facility down. Good for the staff. That's what you're supposed to do. Listen, you're empowered and you don't have to watch people die. Quit. Quit. And report them. Report them to the police. Report them to the State Department. Report what you know. Stand up for these people that cannot speak for themselves anymore. You know, the whole staff just stopped coming to work. Can you imagine that in a nursing facility where everybody's like, if I come to work, I'm just going to die from corona because this is jumping from bed to bed. They just stopped. They had to close the whole facility down. If I had my phone, I would look it up. Let me see. I'll tell you. Sorry I'm going slow today. I'm in a slow kind of mood. So, I'm in a slow kind of mood. Nursing facility closed due to corona. Let's see if it'll show up here. This is so awful and shameful. It's terrible. New Jersey home shut down by, let's see if it's New Jersey. 79 residents had to move in a New Jersey St. Joseph Senior Nursing Home and Assisted Living Facility, right? In Strawberry Hill section of Woodbridge, New Jersey. 7 children, 18 dozens of grades she was used. Infecting residents and staffers. Mm-hmm. We feel like once they shut out the general public. Oh, isn't that something? Yeah, I think that might be part of the problem, that once the general public couldn't come, right? Because they felt like the public would be a problem for the facility, but that secrecy made it worse. Did you guys hear about the 68 bodies that were discovered? Oh, it was in the Westchester area, New York? You're telling me? The facility? Terrible. And charges. I need to see some charges. I need to see people charged now. You guys are disagreeing. Westchester, New York. No, Tracy, it's Andover, New Jersey. No, it's this. It's Washington. They're all bad. Long Island nursing homes have been really quiet. A lot of money in Long Island. Um, I need to see some charges. In a weird kind of way, I really get Corona taking victory. I know Corona's taking bodies. I get that. But there's victory in the exposure. And that's why Corona is in the nursing homes. Um, it's not even a good place to work at, people. Am I wrong? Who works in a nursing facility? It's not even a good place to work at. You guys don't even like each other as staff members. Is that true? Get out of here. It's like you do it because you have to, not do it because you want to. Do you understand? Now, I'm not talking about take care of the patients now. I mean, taking the job. That's very true. It's true. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. Not mine. Good for you. Good for you. One person out of all of you is like, no, I like mine. Some nurses are awful towards us aides. Oh, tell me about it. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen the way they treated my sister's aides. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've seen it. I've seen it. Seven of Cups. The states are baffled, though. Here's the thing. The states are baffled because there wasn't enough oversee, right? It's almost like State Department of Health is supposed to do pop-ups, right? And their pop-ups insist is about checking the books, right? So I remember at my sister's last facility, they would have a wash schedule that was acceptable, right? I'm not saying it's acceptable for my sister, but it was acceptable. So they would have a wash schedule that one side of the hall goes on Monday, right? And then the center, this side goes on Tuesday, and then Wednesday would be this side of the hall, right? And then Thursday would be this side of the hall. It was a huge facility, like 116 patients. What is that? Never experienced anything like that in a full on special needs place. 116 people. Who does that, right? So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you start over again. Friday, so Mondays and Fridays. You see how this goes? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't even know. It was a nightmare, right? So if I remember correctly, they got bathed twice a week, except for my sister. Don't get it twisted. And I told my sister, I was like, just go in there yourself. If no one's bathing you, go in there yourself. They'll come then when they see that she's by her. Okay, so in any case, I got her staff, um, round the clock staff, because she was just that bad. And they treated my sister's staff like dirt, like dirt. When the staff was there for my son, wait, this was after my son and his wife, because then they fired my son and his wife, right? Because Tony was actually getting better under family care. And then he fired them. They went on their honeymoon, and when they came back, they didn't have a job. Mm-hmm. You have no idea what I went through. Oh, and a social worker, a black girl, did this to my sister. So you can't trust no one. No one. A black girl did this to my sister. Dumb hoe. Crappy bitch. Yep. Yep. I don't care. I don't care. I was shocked. I was shocked. I was shocked. And then she would side with the nurses. It was a nightmare. Why am I going on a tantrum like this? Because it's a fucking nightmare. And then one nurse was pregnant, and she was like, I'm pregnant, and I can't really deal with your sister. And I'm like, when did pregnancy become a disability? Do your job. You have no idea what I went through. You want the book? I'll write the book. I'll write it. You want the movie? Except, thank God. How good is God? Oh my God. For all those people that passed away because of full-fledged negligence before Corona. Full-fledged negligence. Corona just came through the door and had to take people out. People had to volunteer their souls to expose how bad assisted living facilities, rehab facilities, and nursing homes are. People had to volunteer their souls. Corona came in like this, in the middle of the night. Nobody saw this thing going through the halls, going from room to room. Nobody saw it. You know that thing with Moses, with the blood, the goat's blood, and the cloud, right? They gave us a visual in the movie, right? It wasn't like that. It was an invisible thing too. And everybody had to go in isolation. You had to go in isolation, put the goat's blood. Actually, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should put the goat's blood over our. What do you guys think? Do you think we need to put goat's blood over our doors? What do you think? I'm thinking yes. Huh. Yeah, we'll do another reading on that. The states opening up. Florida water. Yeah, I've been thinking that, right? What do you guys think? Wait, what can we do to protect ourselves? What is it in the Bible that is saying something to us? That is like, guys, go back and do this. Where do you get, was it goat's blood? Lamb's blood. Lamb's blood. What if we just buy lamb and rub it against our door raw? What if we did that? And prayer, of course, prayer. No, I'm not discounting prayer. I'm just saying something in the Bible might have given us a tool to work with. I'm wondering if we need to go back to herbs, frankincense, myrrh, hyssop. we all need to bathe in sea salt. Okay, hyssop might be it. Hyssop might be it. Why do you say that? What's in hyssop? I know hyssop, by the way, is a holy herb, guys. And I have hyssop here. And if you like, listen to me. Okay, so I have hyssop here. You can get hyssop from me, but I don't think I have enough for the world, right? But the store that I used to work at, the Green Man store, they have hyssop, and you can sure contact them and get some hyssop from them. You can order hyssop and they can ship it out to you. But why hyssop? Is a holy herb, but so is basil. So why hyssop? Just use a red string instead of blood. What do you mean? Just use a red string? Is Michael's open? Does anybody know if Michael's open? Because I got your red string. That I got. Maybe I could send out hyssop and red string. I do have some frankincense. I don't think I have frankincense. I do have myrrh. I can get some frankincense. I think you can order online. Okay. I keep forgetting everything's online now. Walmart sells red ribbon. Hyssop cleansing herb. Michael's open curbside. Oh, isn't that interesting? Put sea salt in a bowl, mix it with read Psalms 91, mix mixture into bath. Okay. Meditate for 20 minutes. All right, we got some really good ideas. I'm going to do some research and come back and tell y'all. But I was really asking what we can put over our door. That's what I was really asking. Red string, Tracy. I know. So let me show you something. Okay. I was thinking about making this again, but I was being a little lazy about it. All right. So, those that know me from going back a little ways, I I used to make bracelets, right? And so this is my little bracelet making kit, right? And it came with red string. Now this I brought from Jerusalem. I just never used it. When I got back from Jerusalem, I kind of didn't stop traveling, so I wasn't able to go back to making these, right? And this stuff I got from Jerusalem, these strings, right? Wait, did I get these from Jerusalem? Let me see. These look like, are these from Jerusalem or Michael's? I can't remember. Oh yeah, these are from Jerusalem. Yeah. Oh, there's a website. Oh, I didn't know that. I get more of these strings. www.dmc.com is the website. But in any case, I've got all of these strings to make these bracelets, and they're called the wishing bracelet. And remember, I showed you my business card where the bracelet is meant to break, right? You wrap it around. Oh, here goes one. Oh, I have one. You wrap it around, right? It's so pretty. And this is amethyst. And it has 7 of them, right? and you pray 7 times. That's it. Just helps to pray. And the prayer is the Jabez prayer. Oh, that you would bless me indeed, enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, that you would not, that your hand would, oh, here it is. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. There seems to be a little different variations in every Bible, but I like this one because when you say, you keep me from evil so that I may not cause pain, administrators of nursing homes, assisted living, like that's why I put this bracelet, because it makes you conscious of who you are. And you say it 7 times, so there's the amethyst, and amethyst is for your highest spirituality. It's to get to nirvana. One, so it's 1, 2, 3. The center is 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can say it 7 times. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, that you would keep me from evil, so that I may not cause pain. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you keep me from evil, so that I may not cause pain. Center. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, that you would keep me from evil, so that I may not cause pain. Oh, that you would bless me indeed, enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, that you would keep me from evil, so that I may not cause pain. Oh, that you would bless me indeed, and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, that you would keep me from evil, so that I may not cause pain. Oh, that you would bless me indeed, and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, that you would keep me from evil, so that I may not cause pain. There's a whole book on the Jabez prayer, right? And then you tie it, right? And you leave it on until it breaks. I'm not going to be able to do it myself. I usually have to have somebody tie it for me. But I'm just going to show you what it should look like when you have someone tie it for you. And it should look like this, right? And most times I used to work for the Green Man store, so I had what's called a Green Man for those that needed that type of deity. I could care less. But I have bells. Bells are really good for ringing in energy. I got the book on the Jabez prayer. Right, Brittany? Bells are really good for bringing in energy, so I would use bells. For those that had a very religious component to them, I would have crosses. These crosses I got from Jerusalem, and they're so pretty. And so they're white, they're pink, they're blue. This one actually has Christ on it. Catholics love Christ on the cross. Navy blue, and oh, got white already. In any case, my intention, because I had a 14-hour flight, was to make some of these on the flight. But as it turns out, you get jet lag the minute you get on the flight. So I didn't even read a book. I saw one full movie and a half a movie, and I was asleep the whole time. Look at this one. It has little diamonds on it. Although I'm not a fan of diamonds, but some people are. In any case, why am I showing you all this? Because of the red string. Because I have the Kabbalah belief of the red string as well, right? I'm open to anything and everything that gets me to a better place. This is made from either rhododendronite or rhodochrosite. Look at how pretty. All right. I have so many of these, and I was going to start making them and then, like, restart making them, and then I stopped. But I actually love doing this. So maybe I'll pick it back up again. Especially during the corona. It's a good time to keep your hands busy during the corona. So I might. However, I'm actually looking for something that maybe, like, maybe a little bit of paste that we could place above the door. All right? So, death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. All right? Death has to come. Death was mandated to show up. All right? There's been a lot of unscrupulous behaviors going on in the nursing home and unnecessary previous deaths before Corona. Unnecessary lack of care. Unnecessary over medication, dirtiness, um, covering up, in writing, covering up, so that the books look like the person died because of natural causes. I'm getting over medication as well. I'm getting pure D sloppiness from the staff. And I have to be honest with you, I'm going to say it's from the administration that covers this up and the nursing staff. So I feel like if a nurse made a mistake, let's say over medicated, the nurse doesn't necessarily get fired because administration needs the nurse. So there's been a lot of stuff. So one man is going to be at the um, striking King of Cups, like really going after nursing facilities when the time is right. It's not going to show up right now. So I get it now. That's the Benadryl in the beginning, that sometimes you'll give a patient, some Benadryl that may conflict with some regular meds, and before you know it, the patient's dead. And then I'm getting a king of cups is going to come behind this vocal man, and is going to make sure that nursing facilities such as these are forever changed. But many will have to shut down. Once people get over their grief, they will have to shut down. It's terrible. A light has been shown on these nursing facilities, and I'm telling you, it's really, really bad. The investigation hasn't even started on the nursing facilities. There's no investigation yet. When this investigation starts, I think it's going to be like a 2-year study. All right? Just a lot of deception, a lot of cover-up, and a lot of heartache. And I'm telling you, if I had not... I was talking to one of my clients, I can't remember which one, and she, like, you have to know when God is talking through someone, and she was like, you have to be an advocate for her. And I was like, what? And she's like, you have to be an advocate. And I heard it. And I fought tooth and nail. You guys have no idea. No one knows what I went through. No one knows what I saw. And I got her out just in time. Just in time I got her out. She's been in her group home a year now. I got her out just in time. And you know why I got her out? Because I threatened to sue the administration. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I recorded one of the girls that was mandated to take care of my sister. I got permission, and I was like, I'm going to record this. And I sent it to everyone in administration. Yes, I did. And bingo bango, she got out. How can we help you, Tracy? Oh, I need her to leave. Well, let's work on that. Oh, you don't want her money anymore? You don't want to keep her and her money anymore and abuse her? In my mind, I'm saying this. How can we help you, Tracy? I need her gone. I need her out of here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Don't tell me. Yes, I recorded it, and I still have the recording. So there. Still have the recording. Don't fuck with me. I'm the last person you should fuck with. Seriously. Y'all don't know. Y'all worry about your soulmates and your twin flames and y'all think that's in the form of a penis. It's not. Try having a soulmate that's your sister. Try that. Try being so responsible for her that you treat her like she's your child. Try like Easter Sunday and you can't go visit her. You try that. Because of the corona. Like she's 63, so I can't visit her yet. She was fine. She was fine this Easter. Try not knowing why you feel so responsible for somebody that is your sister. I don't know why. I know I will never let anybody fuck with her. Not with the shit that I went through. No one. Period. And she's thriving now. She's thriving. And it's a beautiful thing. Like what I've always wanted for her. She gets. She's getting what I always wanted for her was her to feel loved and cared for and fed well and clothes and shoes and belts. All I ever wanted was for her to have a healthy, simple life. And she's getting it now. She lives in a wonderful place. Thank you, God. Thank you. Prayer works, people. You gotta put in the work. But prayer does work. But you gotta put in the work. When I got my car, I chased that girl all over. Yes, I did. Chased her all over. Now she's happy. She's happy. I'm just happy for her. All right, that was a little long, and I apologize. But you know what? I don't care if it was long. I don't care anymore. You know what I care about? I care about we're all dying, and I'm choosing to live. How's that? And if I'm choosing to live, you live. You live. Figure out a way that we're going to survive this corona. All of us. All right. Here we go. Okay, let me see where everybody's. Don't apologize, Tracy. People need to know. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's okay, Tracy. Oh my God, thank you. I love Tony. I know. I love her. She's. I spoke to her the other day. She goes, Tracy, I want to go dancing. I'm like, girl, I don't know what this is gonna look like, even when we can be released from this. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I love you. Talk about your sister. Thank you. On Easter, I understand, Tracy. Trust me, right? Your words give me comfort. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We need to hear this. Yeah. You got yours out. Oh, how? 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 All the people that couldn't get out. Mm. All the people that had to die. How? The staff isn't bullying the patients. Well, the staffs are bullying the patient. They tried to bully my sister. Sidebar. Damn it. Sidebar. I missed it. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Am I missing all the comments on Periscope as always? Yep, as always. Sorry, guys. I can't see the comments anymore. Oh, you want to buy a bracelet? Sure. Why didn't the church leaders and prophets warn us? That's a great question. Who has had readings with me? Who has had readings with me? How many readings have I had with certain folks that wanted to change jobs, that wanted to buy a house? And for the past year, maybe a little bit longer, I've been saying, don't buy a house. Don't do it. Don't buy a house. Don't change jobs. And y'all don't believe me. You're like, oh, Tracy, I need to change jobs. Nope, nope, do not change jobs. Do not change jobs. There was one reading, I don't know who sent it to me, but if you're watching this, could you resend it? Because I think you sent it through Instagram, and Instagram is hard to track. I can't track Instagram, meaning I can't go back and find something like I can on my messaging. So whoever, someone sent me something that I said to them, where I said there was going to be a global issue, global. Do not leave your job. Global issue. Not only that, I kept saying it's going to come from Trump. It's going to come from Trump. I didn't know Corona was going to come to the left and then Trump was going to be the bigger problem. Do you understand? Like, yeah, why didn't your pastors and your prophets warn you? Right. Right. Because they're not me. That's why. But they know how to ask you for tithes, right? And they know how to walk around with, who's that pastor that brought his wife that Rolls Royce? Get out of here. Get out of here. But even when I tell you guys something comes, oh my God, y'all make me work. I'm like this. Don't leave your job. But Tracy, I hate my job. Don't leave your job. Please. And it doesn't make sense. 6 months ago, right? Whoever got a reading with me, it doesn't make sense. And now it's like, oh, that's why she said don't leave my job. Because I was going to be home. I wasn't going to be dealing with these fools anyway. I'll be working from home, a lot of you. Giving yourself a break from all that animosity that you dealt with. And trust and believe you're not going back the same way that you left your job. Trust and believe. When you come back to work, you all are going to be like, hi. Hi. Oh my God, I used to hate you. But now I'm just glad to be here with you. Watch. Enough of this corona keeps circling. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I could make the bracelets. I was thinking about doing it anyway. I don't know why I stopped doing them. I used to sell them at the store that I used to work out of, and they were very popular. I think once I left the store, I stopped making them because I was focusing on doing reading. That's what I think happened. And you just can't do both. And so I'm in a healthy place with my readings. And I can, with the corona, I can pick it back up. So I'll be glad to do that. All right. Right side up. I'm glad I didn't. I was trying to, but I'm blessed to still have a job paying third. Exactly. No, no, I will never do a 9/11. Green Man store. Yeah, all the memories. Oh, yeah, you remember the Green Man store? They're still there. I would like to birch. Okay, everybody wants a bracelet now. All right, let's get these bracelets rolling. Absolutely. Female fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Oh my God. What does that mean? What does that mean in terms of nursing homes? Female fatale, like most of them are run by females, administration and nurses for the most part. CNAs, all females. By the way, I'm not blaming the CNAs. Do you guys get that? Don't get it twisted. I am not blaming the CNAs. You guys are the totem pole here, right? And I understand being disgruntled. Like, I get that. I'm not blaming one CNA, period. I am blaming administration and nurses at these facilities. And I'm not blaming nurses as a totality, so nobody take offense. I am saying at these facilities, It is going to come down to administration and nurses. You guys are at the front line of making sure these patients are taken care of and cleaned. Female fatale, black widow, flirt, siren, Circe, seductress, enchantress. Oh, this is the nursing home facility. Now it's making sense. It represents highly refined skills, nurses, administrators, at manipulating, it says men here, but at manipulating the public, right? Both sexually and financially without investing personal emotion. Do you see what's happening? It's like pretending to care for your patients, for the patients. And I remember receiving that, oh, we just love your sister. Like, you do? Because I don't believe you. In my mind, I would say that. But they were quick to let me know how much they love her. Oh, they would come in a room, they would dance with her, because Tony likes to dance, right? And they would wait till I got there, right? And you have to understand, like, I'm looking at them like I don't believe you, but I have to play along, right? And I would come and they would be like, hi, Tony, let's dance, girl. Let's dance. And I'm like this. And they're looking at me as they're dancing with her. They're looking at me. And then they're like, she just loves to dance. And I'm like, I know. And like, we dance all the time. Right, Tony? Right? And you know Tony's like, right, right. We love to dance. And I'm like, just, I'm like, that's so good. Thank you. Thank you for dancing with her. Don't play me for stupid people. Fuck y'all. All right. Represents highly refined skills at manipulating the public, both sexually, but I have to cross out sexually, and financially, money, to get the money in, manipulating to get the money in without investing personal emotions. Funny how female fatale upright is bad. Because usually upright is good. And I was like, oh, upright. Kind of surprised. But I don't want to judge spirit. It's bad, right? Sometimes as the twist of symbol. Oh my God! Sometimes these cards scare me. I don't know if it scares y'all, but I do this for a living, and I'm like, ah. Sometimes add the twist of symbolically killing her conquest. Wow. Y'all think spirit be lying? Spirit never lies. Positive aspects manifest as opening the heart when the male object rejects her manipulations and dependency. Shadow female fatale wants to acquire more men, more money. Look for a pattern of manipulative behavior and acquisitiveness. Female fatale. Tricking all y'all into thinking the Black Widow. That's what I think it said that here. Yep, the Black Widow. Black Widow, flirt, siren, Circe, seductress, enchantress. So yes, of course, we were gonna take care of your loved ones. Like they say things. They say things like, "I have a special needs son, daughter," like to connect with you, right? My grandmother, same thing. Like they connect with you so that when you leave, you feel safe and you won't visit so often. Who was it? One of my Facebook people. She has these Daddy Chronicles, and I read them every time. Although I didn't communicate with her every time, but I read. And there was one where she was like, I popped in on my dad. And he was laying lopsided and dirty. And then she made them clean him up, led them to believe that she was leaving for the night and then came back after she finished exercising. That's what you do. It's exhausting. You're right. All of it is exhausting. But death is not okay because of a femme fatale um, cognitive way of thinking. Bring them in, get the money in. So what if they die? And Corona, what good is coming out of Corona? Corona will expose all of this. I would think they would have to close. I would think you will see many closings. Yes. And I would think there would have to be many lawsuits. Yeah. I don't know who this guy is, but there might, I don't know, could there be a national, could there be like a national lawsuit or a national, like, like a national investigation of Medicare, class action? Yeah, but it feels even bigger than a class action because I feel like this one guy here is really gonna make a, like, maybe like put into law or constitutional change about how these nursing facilities will be allowed to operate. You know, there's this one guy here that's going to be vocal and class action. Everybody's saying class action or bigger. That is going to enact major. Okay, this is what it feels like in terms of major changes. This is what it feels like. So it might have to come in the form of a lawsuit, right? I don't see it as a class action lawsuit, though. It's bigger than that. Corona's the whistleblower, right? It's bigger than that. So the only good example I can give everyone that I think everyone can relate to is when the first, how is it? The first black child was being integrated into the South because a law was passed that children cannot be discriminated against, that they had a right to an education. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know who that little girl was. Ruby Bridges, yes. Who said call me? What's going on here? And she was allowed to come through and she had police protection. All of that happened because laws had to change. Because what was the law at the time? Whites only, blacks only? I don't know. Was it Brown versus Wade was the reason why this could happen? Was that the lawsuit? So it feels like that. Roe versus Wade is abortion, I think. Right? I'm getting confused. Listen to what I'm trying to say, though. I'm trying to say this feels like a big structural change that's bigger than a class action lawsuit. It's bigger than that. It has to do with something similar, like the first African happened to be a little girl to venture into an all white school. Brown versus the education. That's it. That's it. Brown versus the education. And that's what this is. It's going to be this one guy against uh, healthcare facilities. Oh my God. Somebody else give me some other history in Louisiana on the same day that Ruby Bridges. Oh, listen, document that. Let people know this story. So I feel like it's going to be something like that. So that's not a class action lawsuit. That is sweeping changes that these facilities need to be better monitored. That the state is going to have to take some responsibility for these deaths. So I don't necessarily see lawsuits. I see a coming together of the law. All right? A coming together of the law involving nursing home facilities. And they're going to give it a very specific name, and there will be sweeping changes. And it might come down to, right? It might come down to only, it might come down to like housing of 20 or less. You know what I mean? Instead of 100. Do you know what I mean? Like a manageable number. Particularly because what's going to happen is that the changes are going to be so stringent now that the Department of Health or the State Department they're not going to allow their employees to manage 100 people. They're like everything's going to change in healthcare, and so I feel like these groupings have to get reduced, and which also could mean that more could pop up, but instead of having 100, you're going to have 20 or less. And the assisted living facilities, I think they're going to have to get separated. I don't think there's going to be a combination in one building. One side is where you get residential, and the other side is where you get medical care. I don't think that is going to be capable of withstanding that combo ever again once these changes occur. I think if you're going to have a residential place, it's going to be a residential place. And that's a period. I think there's going to be a lot of changes. And I think a lot of those assisted living facilities, I think a lot of them are going to close down, especially the medical side. And I think they're all going to turn into just residential facilities without the medical care on the side. We're going to just see some changes. So it is what it is. The soil knows the truth. The earth is billions of years old, and the universe wants its life back. There's a time when Medicare, Medicaid wanted paying claims on patients. Oh God, it goes too fast. Hi, reality. Hi, sweetie. How are you? All right, I went forever, but I wanted to. Oh God, I almost went. Let me get up out of here. Love you guys. Thank you for putting up with me, and thank you for putting up with me. Traceybrownlive.com. I'm too tired to get up. Check out my email address. If anybody wants these bracelets, let me know. It is not on my website, so you're going to have to email me. What was I going to say? Get your Roku. I'm sorry I'm late, Tracy. Don't worry. I was a CNA and I worked in a nursing home and I hated it. Not surprised. I could see it. Girl, I saw it. Thank you, Tracy. You're welcome. Love you. Yes. Let me just see what Periscope is trying to say because it just doesn't work. I'm really great. I'm doing great, sweetie. Let me just look at some of these comments. A lot of people just came on. Are you a professional or something? Yeah, something like that. That's what they call me, a professional of something. I only go to Tracy for my personal readings. Thank you. Yanadu, you sure did. When I told all y'all about the this thing that's coming. I told y'all. Yanadu's like, you sure did. All right, what else we got? Oh wait, I don't want to close it yet. Hello from India. Hi, India. How are you guys doing over there? India, how are you guys doing? Oh, this thing is terrible. I want to go to Tracy for my personal reading. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Where's your blue girl? Let me tell you. The Bluetooth is broken. Y'all talking to yourselves. All right. They have not done nothing for nursing homes. I know, doctor. I know. Can I buy from you, Tracy? Meaning the bracelet. Yes. Can I buy the bracelet? Yes, yes, yes. Why didn't the church leaders want us? Oh, okay. Florida water. That's what it is. That's how we got on the bracelet. I'm going to figure out a concoction that I can tell y'all to put over your door. But I got to tell you, I might. Listen, what if we got all the ingredients and got some lamb, right? Lamb is a little hard to find though. Not everybody eats lamb, right? Think about it. Why? Why of all the meats, why is lamb not always there? Think about it, right? Get some lamb, make this paste, and pull a little bit over your door. That's what I'm thinking. It could be hyssop, frankincense and myrrh, dragon's blood. Oh, we can use dragon's blood. You guys know what dragon's blood is? Anybody know what dragon's blood is? I get some dragon's blood. Um, all right. Sea salt. Public sells lamb. Get some lamb. Oh no, I just got home. Okay, yes I do. Okay, see, she knows what dragon's blood is. It's not what you think. It's not blood, but it's a dye. Let me tell you, it'll dye anything you want red. Heard of it? Yeah. All right. We're going to figure out something. And the reason why we're going to figure this out, guys, is Corona's not leaving. The beaches in Florida are open. Minnesota's protesting in the middle of the Capitol with no mask on. Michigan has decided to block the streets in the form of a cross, by the way. Did anybody notice that? They blocked the streets in the form of a cross. How ironic is all of that? The Confederate flags came back, so apparently Corona is about racism. The dummies. Just the dummies. What is that? What is the Confederate flag in Corona? What is that? They're a bunch of idiots. What is that? Oh my God. So Florida, they're all on the beach, and as long as and then what did I see yesterday in California? We had a bunch of idiots in California protesting. I'm like, are you people crazy? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you all venture out. Okay, you go first. And y'all let me know what it looks like in 4 weeks. All right? I'm going to stay isolated. I'm going to continue to wear my mask. I'm going to continue to protect me. And I want you, my spiritual people, remember you said your pastors and your prophets have not been telling you this. So let me tell you, stay home. All right? Go out only for necessities like food. All right? Give this virus a chance to get out of your community. All right? And those of you that are choosing not to stay home, then you're showing me the way. You're going to show me if it's okay to step out. But I'll give you 4 weeks to look at it. And so thank you, Florida, Michigan, Minnesota. Who else? What other state? Somebody tell me. Thank you for being so brave and so feisty and rebellious. Because that's the American way, right? Venture out. Let me know. And thank you. Everybody else, wear your mask and continue to stay home. Texas is about to reopen. Oh my God. Please tell us who is behind these protests. I don't know. But I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it matters. Just we'll follow their lead. How's that? You ever be scared and you'd be like, get in front of me. You go first. You go first. Let them go first. How's that? They're basically committing suicide. That's between them and God. I'm staying home. Thank you. I don't know who said that, but thank you. Also, Texas, take care of our elderly. Take care of your elderly, guys. It's a lot of pain when all is said and done and you discover your family member has passed on. Ugh, so much pain. So much pain. All right, that's it. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember. The Jabez prayer, at the very least, is a really good prayer, and I use this as a prayer of protection. Psalm 91 is a prayer of protection. And I'll come up with some concoction to place over your door. I'm excited to do that. I'm like this. What can I do to create? And let me know who wants the bracelets. I love you guys. And I thank you. I thank you for letting me do this for 2 hours. 2 hours! This shit gotta stop. This has to stop. I'm only doing it 2 hours because I don't have church to go to. At least I had a time frame when I had to get to Bible study. Now I don't have Bible study. I'm just rambling on. Okay. Whatever. I love you anyways. Scripture protection at your door. Oh. I can add oh yeah, when you get the bracelet, you'll get cuz this is my business card. You'll get the thingamajig, the this prayer. Oh, and by the way, this prayer is 1 Chronicles 4:10. 1 Chronicles 4:10. All right. I love you and I smell food. God, I just want to go to Denny's. Oh my God. Just to have a Denny's pancake breakfast. That would be nice. But I can't. IHOP. Just go to IHOP. Anybody want to go to IHOP? Anybody? Just want to go to IHOP. Add Palo Santo for protection. Do you guys know what Palo Santo is? Let me show you. I got all this shit. Where's my Palo Santo? Here you go. This is Palo Santo. Palo Santo sage is also for burning negativity, and this is Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo. Also like the smell of it. All right. I'll just do a whole thing on what all this means. Listen, I'm moving over to Roku. And that's where the channel is going to turn very educational on all of this stuff, right? You want to learn? We're going to do it over at Roku. All right, lovies. I love you. I love Palo Santo too, right? Burn your sage, burn your Palo Santo, but I'm going to come up with a paste to put over your door. I think the Bible is truly trying to tell us that there's a formula there. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. All right, guys. I'm just thinking. When I'm thinking, I go in that, like, kind of big eye. Like, what can I create? Frankenstein type of look. What can I do? All right, I'll do some research. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Bye. Bye, my lovies. Bye.